Back up. Back up. The next day, we got Thursday, October 17th, 6:30 Central. This is the Sun Belt game of the week. Louisiana coming in at 4-2 record versus my alma mater, Arkansas State. I am biased with Arkansas State, so you know who I think gonna win. You know who I know gonna win. You know who I know gonna cover. A-State, we're gonna cover tomorrow night. Look for A-State to keep it close, or even put a little money on the money line. A-State to pull out the victory. We got let me see how much money we got. I think it's like 200 on the money line, 199. We got A-State. It went down to 192, and them points still at -6. So we looking at A-State +6 tomorrow night, and it should go up under. Look for the upset. We got 53% of the money right now on Louisiana. We got the rest of the money on Arkansas State. But me being an alumni, me being a fan, I know it's a big rivalry game, and it's at home in Jonesboro. So look for them boys. We got 2 defensive players back. We've been missing our defense. We got a defensive back, Jackson back. He's #1. He's the all Sun Belt safety. He's back. And we got a D lineman, all Sun Belt D tackle. He's back in the mix. So look for A-State to keep it close and the score to go under with their defense. Hope William Bradley King with a couple of sacks tomorrow. And we're going to keep that defense and that offense of Louisiana off the field. Next up, 8 o'clock game, we got UCLA versus Stanford. And UCLA coming in at 1-5. They're 1-4-1 against the spread versus Stanford 3-3. They 2-4 against the spread. We like Stanford, y'all, in this game. UCLA, Chip Kelly, he only won 4 games out of 18. And they're not covering much either. They had one good game versus Washington State. We see now that they really a good team. And UCLA, we got 51% of the money going on UCLA, though. So it's a few sharp money going UCLA way. But we're going to take the 9.5 points. We like the points. We like, it's 6.5. Stanford -6.5. Yeah, we're gonna go with the points. We're gonna go with Stanford Friday night. And it should go over the 53.5. We got over. Also, Friday, October 18th, it's a couple of games on your slate. We got 3 games on your slate for Friday. Let me turn the page here to Friday, October 18th. That's what I started out with. It's 7:30 p.m. Central. Ohio State versus Northwestern. You want to get your money early, guys. You want to make your money early. I'm going to say Ohio State -28 points. They should blow Northwestern out tomorrow night. What's that? Friday night, 7:30 game. And they playing at Northwestern. That don't matter. Ohio State, Day and Fields, they not playing. Look for a 4 or 5 touchdown game, easy. So look for Ohio State to win Friday. Next game, actually the first game Friday will be the 5:30 Central game, Marshall versus Florida Atlantic. Okay, I'm kind of neutral on this game. We like to pick them all midweek. I am the mid-major guru. I am the Sun Belt King. And we like the play on this game with Marshall. We're going to take Marshall and the points. Take Marshall and the points on the play in this game. Florida Atlantic, they had it going on last week versus Charlotte, and they covered good. But look for a closer game with Marshall coming in out of Virginia. That's a really good team, and they're going to play them good. Marshall's 3-3 on the year, 1-5 against the spread. We got 43% of the money going Marshall way. Florida Atlantic, they had 57% of the money. They coming in at 4-2 with a 4-2 against the spread. But we like Marshall in this game and the over. The play is the over really in this game. Look for a lot of points to be scored because Lane Kiffin, he like to run it up. So we like the over in that game. Next up, Friday, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Central. It's a late game. Get your bets in. UNLV versus Fresno State. Fresno State let me down last week. I had them last week versus Air Force. It's one of the teams that let me down. Now they coming in with 62% of the money this week versus UNLV team that haven't covered much. They're well, they 2-4 and 3-3 against the spread. They about 50% on the coverage, and the total on that game is like let's see here. It's 52.5 right now. Went up from 50. I like the under in that game. Well, no, it's going down. It was 54, and that's 52.5. It's going down because I like the under in this game. The play UNLV versus Fresno State. The play in this game is the under. We like the total in this game. Sometimes we pick a side. Sometimes we pick a total. And there you go. We got. What else we got for Friday? It's another game Friday. Ain't no more Friday. That's it for Friday. Next up, in the Carrier Dome, 7 p.m. That was a game actually before the 9 o'clock game. I kind of got my games mixed up here on my sheet. Pittsburgh Panthers versus Syracuse Orange. Syracuse plus 3.5. Syracuse coming in at 3-3, 2-4 against the spread. Pittsburgh Panthers 4-2, 4-2 versus spread. 48% of the money right now, guys, is going on Pittsburgh. 52% of the money is going on Syracuse Orangemen. What we like is the Syracuse will cover and the total will go under. Syracuse will cover Friday and the total will go under. Those are your Wednesday through Friday games. Now I'm going to move to a little Saturday parlays that I have. Early morning parlays. I hit one last week with Duke, Illinois, Temple, and I forget the other team. It was a good parlay. And this is your early morning parlay that I'm going to give you with MillEntertainment.com. Will be Florida, Texas Tech, Penn State, and my Sun Belt surprise pick, it will be Georgia State. Keep Georgia State in your ticket, and you want to be a winner. That's your 4th Saturday early morning picks that will get you started early morning. Thank you. Like my channel, subscribe, push the thumbs up if I'm giving you winners.